Before continuing to watch this, I recommend please join my Discord server so you could be updated on this game. About 2 years ago by now, there was a game that came out 2 years ago called FPS. This game was specifically a game that I really liked. It was, at the time, based off of the show Fundamental Paper Education, which sadly got discontinued, but I won't be talking about it much. Basically, I liked the gameplay, and it was a pretty decent game. Run away from the teachers and you have to survive until morning. Basic concept, and it was pretty entertaining for me. And then, about a year later, they decided to remake the game, remaster it entirely, and they made the new version, FPS Remastered. Which this remastered version, I say, is a way better than the old one. It's just the thing is that I thought to myself, what if I made a game kind of like it, but more like creepier instead of using this type of style? Until I thought of a different game that came out about a year ago that I played called Whispering Pines. Which, if you have not seen Whispering Pines before, it's basically just, the Rake, but like a lot more remastered than, the actual Rake remastered game was. But out of that, then I thought to myself, its style is decent as well. It's creepy. The atmosphere is creepy. It's nice looking as well, the atmosphere. It's basic design, and also nice animations and UI design as well. And then I realized another one I wanted to put with it, the idea, which was Westwood. Now, Westwood is the exact same concept as well, survive until morning from a monster. But the thing with this one was that there was also survival elements like having to beware of your hunger and thirst, as well as, in general, exploring and hiding in places is much more immersive than just those other games combined. About almost a year ago when I first started it, I just gave up almost immediately. I wanted to move on to some of my other projects like puzzles or Untitled Bomb Tag. I would just goof around for minutes, sometimes even an hour. I would just be around doing random stuff and then just get bored, or either I think to myself it's too difficult. So I instead went onto YouTube most of the time and just looked up some better ideas to get a grasp on other things. Until I realized that Westwood was actually remaking their game, making it 100 times more immersive than the old version. And then I thought to myself, this looks really good, and people are appreciating it and all. And then I looked deeper into it, and almost half a year later, I'm still looking at their process and progress to the game. And then I just thought, wait a minute, I had an idea. What if I just go off of that? And so I went back into studio and decided to actually work on the game. And just have to say, I have actually thought of this idea before Forsaken came out. I don't want anyone thinking that it was inspired by Forsaken. It was not at all. I do not want anyone to say this. But I quit Forsaken. Yes, you heard me. And the main reason is not because of drama or anything, but it's just because I don't find it fun anymore. Developers, all they do is just add new skins, new maps, try balancing their best, but they don't really do it great enough, and add a new character. We're getting nothing huge that's new. It's been the exact same thing for over a year. And it's getting boring, and the players are just way too good. I play a bunch of rounds and I just get killed over and over. And the worst part is I never win as killer anymore, because they're just too competent into actually winning instead of actually playing the game normally, which is the sad part about it. And also, I just have to say, when you make too much balancing for a game, in my opinion, this is my opinion by the way, I just don't find it fun. When there's too much balancing to it, it just doesn't seem fun anymore. Yes, sure, you need balancing for a game to make it actually fair and everything. But when you add it like both sides are equal, or like every character is equal skill, what's the point? Like, what's the point in being this character or that character because they're all equal in skills? Making a map and good atmosphere is very important for a game. If you do not meet this criteria, your game might not actually be that good. Sure, games do make it better when you have more gameplay elements and fun to it, but if you don't have a good atmosphere and good storytelling, the game will just feel like it's like boring in a way. Not in like gameplay way, but boring as in like there's nothing really cool to like look at and stuff. I had these good designs that I made myself. The toilet isn't really that great, but it is what it is. The beds I do think look good with all the colors to it. The TV also looks pretty decent. I might change it because the game does take place in 2009, so I might change it. Oh yeah, and then there's the sink, which it looks pretty decent. Recall that this game is very heavily inspired by Westwood, more than the other games, but I do hold FPS a special part in my heart when I make this game, especially also Whispering Pines. These 3 games have been just the games that I've been wanting to combine, especially with the type of style as The Rake is, and I'm glad that I'm actually making this for you all. The part that's inspired by FPS is mostly just the part of surviving against another player that is also trying to hunt you down at the same time. The part of Whispering Pines that I'm inspired by for the game is the movement system and the combat system. Specifically with the movement system is the way that your hands move in the direction you're looking, and the field of view is also what it is, with the animation type of quality at the same time. As well as the shop system, besides just the combat and the movement. The shop system, the way it works and all, is pretty decent. I like the way it is with the theme and everything. But out of all of it, the one thing I don't like is that there's so many things that cost Robux or they're super expensive. So with mine, they're like less expensive, and the only things that cost Robux for the game is just really going to be the, just game passes, like VIP and all, with also the, buying points for Robux. Now, the combat system in Whispering Pines is the one thing I'm super inspired by for this game, where you have to hold down to swing. So basically, what they have in the game as weapons are crowbar, baseball bat, and fire axe, and the judge gun, whatever it's called, I forget. But the one thing though is that this system is really good in my opinion. Holy, and Westwood, the game that's mostly it's inspired by. And with, let's just say, the hunger and thirst system, I'm also having the cooking system just like Westwood has. It's just the difference being is that instead of a 3 limit with the stove, instead it's a 4 limit, and you could have more stuff like a microwave or a toaster for the toast. And then the last big thing that it's inspired by is the quest system. The quests in Westwood are pretty decent, but we could up it a lot more, like with daily quests and quests that you could do any night you want. Now, the concept art for the game that I've made right now is for the monster called the Watchman. The Watchman is heavily inspired by the monster from Whispering Pines, but with a lot of changes, and you gotta remember, a player controls it. And once again, no, it was not inspired by Forsaken. It was inspired by FPES, specifically the new version and not the old version. And that is it for Devlog 1 of Meadows Valley. If you want to see another part in the future, please like and subscribe and join my Discord server, link in the description, to keep caught up on the progress, and hopefully soon I can have a team to help me, because right now making it on my own, I cannot. I am a 16-year-old autistic kid that has no idea what they're doing half of the time. Oh, hi there.